Hey, what's up, brothers and sisters? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. Um, Let me greet everybody real quick. Horton Hardu.
Hey, what's up, brothers and sisters?
Uh
This
oh,
is
hold
the
on for a
Reluctant
second.
Nabi back again. Um, Let me greet everybody real quick. Before the conversation,
Okay, now let's get back to that. Horton Hardu Gudag Ola Oi to the Bane. Vasas Los Bonjour me. Keru Bawani Konichiwa. Ni hao ni ama. Sani Bonani. Jambo Herbarigani. Us. Salam alaikum and shalom. Okay, so basically, this is kind of a video that I have not put out to every group that I'm a part of, and I'm starting to cut that mess out because one of the sorriest sites that I see, and they keep bringing up stuff over and over, is the enslaved mentality of many of these individuals that we got to deal with. All right, period. Um, it is very, very sad. It is very, very sad. The way things are going, it is very, very sad. What is sadder yet is the man. I don't even know how to say it, brothers. I have never seen a bunch of female raised sorry individuals ever in my lifetime. All right. When I say the B dub F the community up, I am not saying this lightly. All right. Now, as I go over stuff, I didn't send the message out to everyone. And the reason being is this is going to be kind of a discussion. So, if you want to be, if you want to engage in this discussion in real time, here's the link. All right. So, what's up, One Loyal King? What's up, Daniel Porter? What's up, Rasan? And Terrell. Okay. So, basically, right off the top, um, hey, Roger Spice, what's going on, brother? So, right off the top, this link is here. All right. And it's there for, if you care to, you can join the discussion. Hold on for a second. Dang, wait a minute. Do you know, y'all, what in the world is going on? So I sent out the message and that I was live, and Facebook did not attach. They pulling some mess, right? But you are seeing you are seeing full on racism against the Afro man. Right. You are seeing by the powers that be. All right. And I am not lying to you. And I'm gonna tell you, All right. So basically, hey, what's up, dark skin bright one? All right, and so basically, so what we have here is a full-on, full-fledged attack against the Afro man. And if you are a good man, then everybody's coming for you. If you're a bad man, everybody is coming for you. If you are a simp, everyone is coming for you. Right? If you're a sucker, everyone is coming from you. Everybody, um, and Kanye said it best, right? And let's not get it twisted. With whatever the religion is of the people attacking them, they're still white men. All right. They're the top. They're the ones that funded the slave thing. This is historically true. All right. A lot of things he said about what's going on is historically true. Right. Now, here's the folly that's going on with a lot of these weak-minded, dusty dudes on Facebook and stuff. You got dudes, you got other Afro men attacking Kanye West at the behest of the Caucasian men that runs the media, that tried to cheat him out of money, that is responsible for the degradation of the hip hop culture, that is responsible for all the negativity that we see, that is responsible for almost every evil and wicked thing that have happened to us in this country, because they were the ones pulling the levers, puppeteering the puppets, and putting in power the people that would cause our demise. All right. And these are the same people like Piers Morgan that go on TV and want Kanye West to apologize for telling the truth. All right. But it's deeper than that. We can fight that because we can see what that is. We can see what the media is doing. We can see what it is, and we can fight that. We can fight that with the truth. All we have to do is keep getting the truth out there. Right? But you know why it's difficult for us to get the truth out? Because you have the Triple S crew, the simp samples and sellouts that are working against their own interests on behalf of this consortium that is trying to shut down the voices of the Afro men. All right. I'm looking at a lot of these dudes as sellouts. I'm looking at Kevin Feige as a full-on racist, in my opinion, for this reason. And this reason should say it alone. All right. And the dumb people that's going to follow Ryan Coogler, who is the house ninja in Kevin Feige's house. So he's the master. And Coogler makes whatever kind of movie Kevin Feige wants. And if Kevin Feige says we want to destroy the Afro male image, and the best way to do that is elevating the Black woman above the Afro male, whereas she becomes the protector. See, why do they want that? Because if women are protecting the community against men, they lose. They got them gassed up over that woman king who lost. Remember, Benin don't the tribe that was Benin before Benin did not exist because they lost to the French. slave traders that lost to everybody they fought in a real battle. I want y'all to understand that. But the movie Woman King lies about everything. Why? What's the agenda? That's this elevation. All right. But the reason why it is getting real difficult, because they are able to get a bunch of black men to go against their own interests and promote their lies over the truth of the people they're trying to silence. Yeah, so I thought today was going to be Saturday, and yesterday I thought it was Friday, and so yeah, I'm kind of late on this. All right. So um when I get to it, here's the link. So y'all could pop on, but give me about 10 more minutes. Because I got something I really have something to say. Okay. All right. And so here's the thing. They have no power over us except to convince half of us to get rid of the good of us. All right. So the Afro men are split where we should wholeheartedly be together because we should know what it is about the way they're coming after Kanye. And they're like, well, Ye only stood for himself. Yeah, he's supposed to. He's making his business. But he was promoting a more positive version of Afro culture than the dudes that have that complaint, who's listening to dudes telling them to go out and take a life, to fill themselves up with drugs, to sip on some scissor. All right. And so we need to start calling out these simps and kicking them out our groups. All right. Or getting out of their groups once we know that they are the ones that are making this. Now, that's the first problem. So the simps have divided themselves, and so I made a TikTok video, and somebody thought I was trying to explain Kanye West, and I wasn't. His comment, all right, and so make it really, really clear. Kanye West made the comments, right, that people took out of context. Um, and his full context is that he said after 400, he said, hold on, let me just get it for you. But all right, so his comment, all right, his comment that everybody jumped on, his comment that everybody jumped on. Hold on, let me see if I can find it in context. All right, the comment that everybody jumped on and took out of context was this. The slavery was a choice. All right. So they made that a hashtag. right? They in hold on, I was just looking at something. So basically, a couple of things happen. Um, you have a couple of things happen. And when I say a couple of things happen, you have Kanye's whole commentary taken out of context, right? By the media. And the reason why the media was able to do this is because they knew that many of us were nothing but suckers. All right. And I pretty much got the comment for you. All right. But the powers that be, the media, the very people, you know, the ones who say they are us but are not, the one who have robbed our legacies, we know more so as Ashkenazis. All right. Let's not get it confused and twisted. Let's not get confused and twisted. All right. There is more going on than you think. And the reason why it's going on is the level of stupidity. I mean, it isn't even stupidity. It is blatant wickedness. And this is why I say this. This is why I say this. And I'm talking about the simps and stuff. They made it easy to attack Afro men, but these same dudes will not go after Caucasian people. They will not attack Caucasian people. I want you to understand this. These same dudes will go after Afro men, but they won't attack Caucasian people. Who trained them to be that way? This is who. The B-Dub. Now, I want to play something out real quick. Okay. And I want y'all to have this understanding. And all that get an understanding, right? The jealousy is real. The jealousy that the B-Dub have for the white woman is real. All right. And I want y'all to really get an understanding of how real this is. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to pull it up for you real quick. And I kept telling y'all that these black women deified themselves while pursuing the look and that of the white woman. Okay. And the thing is, you have to see it for yourself. You have to see it for yourself, right? And it's just really comical.
I'm scrolling on TikTok, minding my business, not really, and I come across the Flower Rangers, the group of palm-colored females, the saltine settlers, who are on here screaming on live how us black women want to be white women.
Okay, let's freeze that right there. Now, everybody, look at all the fake stuff she got on, right? But it don't stop there. Look at this right here. And this is a professional photo. This is a model. Even in modeling, everybody's like, "Ooh, she's so beautiful," but they're looking only at her body, right? And we talk about the objectification, and nobody objectify. Men don't objectify these women. These women are on Facebook, they're on TikTok in these poses, they're on OnlyFans, putting this out there in the atmosphere. And dudes aren't objectifying them like in public places and stuff. They're not walking up to these women. They see all they need to see on OnlyFans and all these other things, right? And so basically, this is what they are doing to themselves. But the image that they're chasing is not that of Afro-melanation. Note the blonde weave. Note the weave period. Then the blonde weave. Now,
Here to let you know, no, the fuck we don't. Because quite frankly, we enjoy being out in the sun and not sizzling like we're on here screaming on live how us black women want to be white women. I'm here to let you know, no, the fuck we don't. Because quite frankly, we enjoy being out in the sun and not sizzling like bacon.
That's how you do it.
Like, we literally enjoy not aging like fucking bananas. Or pumpkins at that. We enjoy not having to be worried about SPF 40. You know, we enjoy actually having real baby hairs. And I'm not talking about them fake ones that y'all squiggle on your forehead. We actually have real ones. I'm pretty sure we enjoy the fact that we come in multiple shades of colors. Multiple. Oh, and not leave off the fact that we could give birth to any fucking colored child.
okay, now let's stop. Let's slow her roll right here. All right, let's slow her roll right here. All right. The reason why they could give birth to any child, right, is because they take the seed of any man. Let me repeat that again. The reason why they could give birth to any child is that they take the seed of every man. So, with that logic, every woman could give birth to any type of child. I want you to understand this. All right. Understand this. Every woman can give birth to any type of child because all they got to do is take on it. If any Caucasian woman want a dark brown child or a darker, more dark skin, all she got to do is go get with an Afro man. Whoop, there it is. She'll get a brown child. All right. But here's the thing that she's missing. If black women get with a Caucasian man, they're not going to make a black child. They're going to make his child, which is a white one. Understand it, because it was his seed. And that line, so long as he has sons, will forever be a part of that Caucasian line. See, these women done let it get in their head that because, hey, what's up, Baruch? Because these people done gassed themselves up. Hold on for a minute. What's up, Lord Vader? These people done gassed them up so much to make them think that they are the ones doing this stuff. These people done played with these women and psyched them into destroying their own melanated look. Period. All right. So when she goes up there and say all this, she's BSing. And she believes only lies about
on this
herself.
planet. I'm pretty sure we enjoy being the top educated and the top entrepreneurs in our country.
And that's not true. Just because you go to college don't mean you got educated. Just because they gave you a piece of paper don't mean you got educated. These women claim to be the top educated and the top entrepreneurs, except they don't earn any money in their businesses, and the majority of their businesses shut down within 5 years. They can't maintain a business. The majority shut down within 5 years. Okay? Educated, all women go to college more than all the men of their group. So more white women go to college than white men. More Chinese women, that might be parity. It might be equal. Right? So they're outliers. The whole Chinese community, and I'm saying Chinese specifically. I'm not talking about all Asians, but that when we say Asian communities, the Chinese and the Indian Asians, they are kind of equal, right? But everybody else, the women goes more than the men. All right. And so you have to wonder, was she smoking with all that fake stuff she got on her, in her eyes and on top of her head, talking about she got baby hair. We can't tell for the weave on the head.
But yet you got on live with the caucasity of you to sit here and swear us black women want to be white women, when yet you are actually out here suffering from the genetic mutation that causes you to be Caucasian. So watch what the fuck you say. Because history, in fact, shows that us black women are the beauty standard, honey. Hence,
if that black women are the beauty standard, then why are they busy copying the white women? All right. And just because in history they may have been the beauty standard, don't mean that they are now.
that's why y'all out here trying to get fat asses and full lips. And why you stay in the fucking tanning salon trying to maintain or gain the melanin that you lack. And all the while using our AAVE vocabulary. But yet, we want to be white? Fuck.
All right. So she's clearly lost it. All right. She clearly has lost it. But to the point, we have women who are photographed before their body. We have women who are photographed for their body, right? And when we say photograph for their body, they don't appear fully as themselves. All right, I want you to understand it. They don't come in here as themselves. Hey, what's up? Give them hell. Hey, what's up, USMC vet? All right, they come in here. They come in here with their body exploiting their body because that's all they have to offer. But then when you really look at it, they're saying that these black women want to be white because look at their hair. And now what's happening is these Caucasian women are going to the gym and getting these kind of bodies, while the B-dub is going to Colombia and having surgeries to get these kind of, to keep these kind of bodies after they got them out of shape. Coming back at the airport, not being able to sit on their behind. A whole line of them. All right. And this is the legacy that they leave, right? Now, let me get back to kind of our original issue, right? And I told you I was going to find it. All right. Hold on. Let's go back. We'll get to her in a moment. All right. This is Kanye. This is his comment. And this is the straight up truth, right? This is why I said what I said about Ryan Coogler. When these people working in Hollywood, when the Hollywood elite tell them we want you to trash on the Afro male image, we want you to get rid of it. I'm making a head decision. All right. And if you want to stay working on these projects and getting all this money, we want you to sell out your people. And Ryan Coogler is like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. Like I said, simp sambos and sellouts, right? Selling us out for money. All right. This is why this statement is true. When I said I agree with this statement, when you hear about slavery for 400 years, and then he said for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. And then they took that and they said slavery. Kanye West said slavery is a choice. And even at that, I agree. This is why. We've done the history of slavery, and basically on this channel, we concentrated on the wars, which was just the Gullah Geechee Wars and the Gullah Wars. And we talked about the Nat Turner rebellions and all the rest of the rebellions, right? Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but remember I put up a stat that the majority, almost the total majority of the rebellions were able to be put down by the white master because they were snitched out. The people that was rebelling from slavery was snitched out by other black people who was trying to keep everybody on the plantation. Remember this? And so now we're looking at all the dudes like Charlemagne, and he ain't no God, but Charlemagne, that dude that calls himself the God, right? A sellout. And you know this, and you know that he's in the house too. He's in the White House with Massa, right? And he'll sell you out for money too. He's been selling us Afro people out with money. He's supposed to have hip hop cred. And he has none. A lot of people should have seen him as a sellout, but they give him a platform and he does the licking of boots that, you know, he wants to do. All right. Now, this was a choice, and here's the choice. You can either be a slave or get free. There's a choice, right? To get free, you had to fight for it. That's the choice. You had to run. That's a choice. A lot of slaves made the choice to fight and or run. But you know who their biggest problem was? Other slaves that says we need to keep them on the plantation. And so the slave rebellions were all put down because other slaves made the choice to tell Massa that somebody was trying to escape. And you had the simp samples and sellouts, and you had the biggest group, which was the black women. All right, this was some more of his commentary. And he wasn't, and he says this. My point is for us to stay in that position, even though the numbers were on our side, mean that we were mentally enslaved, and he is absolutely correct. There is no lie told there. He told no lie there. And I've often said this, and I think it was because, in the military, when our numbers are that far superior to those who are oppressing us, why couldn't we break free? And now you see the trappings of what we have now. We couldn't break free because Caucasians know who to go make deals with. And even though they don't have the power to subdue us, by pitting other dudes against the dudes that's trying to speak out, that gives them the power to subdue the truth and make the struggle worse. And no one, by far, no one has aided these people more than the BW. No one has aided them more than the BW. All right. And now they want to get upset and angry that we Afro men don't want nothing else to do with them. All right. They're upset. We don't want anything to do with them. Remember, these women allowed themselves to, they deified themselves. They got a bunch of simps to deify them. All right. And now what's happening is you got a lot of brothers just checking out and just leaving. Right. And when we're going to other places, we're getting another sense of femininity. All right. And when we see this femininity, when we come back, we ain't telling you. Oh, wow. I was looking at that. All right. And here's the thing. The media of the United States helped this, right? And hey, what's up, Terrell? The media helped that with Lula in Brazil. All right. But hey, he was, you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. All right. But anyway, so watch your comments, y'all. All right. And so anyway, you have our worst adversary in the history of the country that have done the most damage to us, wondering where their power went, right? The B-Dub and Afro people have no power. We have no political power. I'm going to repeat that. We have no political power. To have political power, you have to have one of two things, both to make a difference. You either have to have enough money to form a PAC and buy a senator, or you have to have a lot of people. You have to have numbers. We don't have the numbers because the Black women eliminated the Afro community through abortion. They eliminated us out of contention for any kind of power. And the only reason why we have the power that we have is some states are still important. We have enough people, we have enough numbers to make a difference in electoral college, which a lot of clownish so-called Black people want to get rid of. But if they got rid of it, then Afro people would have absolutely no power whatsoever. We have been killed out of existence by abortion, by way of abortion. All right. So I want y'all to understand that. All right. Now, what did they do it for? They did it because they wanted to rule over us. What's up, Zimalu? They wanted to rule. Yes. So we've always fought, and we were winning that war because it was an out and outright war, and we had too many people fighting in that, and all the indigenous, which we are one, and that's the big secret. Some of the red indigenous are coming forth and telling the truth and letting us know, yeah, no, you was part of us too. Right? But the indigenous, we came together and had we was having that battle. All right. And so basically, what's going on is the Afro men decided the best way to fight is to not fight at all. And let me tell you this. So my ex-wife, all right, one day I remember she made me so angry. And all I wanted to do was leave to go cool down. And what she did is she jumped in front of me and blocked the door. Right? I was miserable almost the complete time in that marriage, and especially when we got back to the United States. We met in the military. I was horrifically miserable. She went against every part of my spirituality. She went against everything that I was trying to be about. And the best thing that ever happened to me, even giving everything up, was to have her out of my life permanently. But I remember that she would block my exit to keep me in turmoil, right? Because that's what they like to do. They cause the heartache, they cause the pain. And when you decide that you're going to have a resolution for yourself to get to a happier place, then their next plan of action is to block that exit. But see, what happened is with the passports and all of this stuff, when I was preaching to brothers way back in 2014 and 15, all right, the B-Dub were too busy trying to block me from my message as to what they have done to cause the community to be in such despair. They missed the other part of the message, which was the solution. Okay? And my solution to brothers was, no, we don't fight them physically. All right? They're always going to diminish our numbers, and that they want to rule over us. So understand this. All right? And so they wanted to rule over us. And so what happened is that I said the solution is to leave. Charles Tyler said the solution is to leave. See, that was the solution. Okay? That was the solution. And these females didn't understand that at the same time I was touting what was wrong, right? At the same time I was touting what was wrong, I was also touting the solution. And that solution, brothers get passports and leave. And working slowly like Novocaine, more and more brothers start getting passport, start telling their story. It was like, oh my goodness, you know what? I went to Colombia and the women are beautiful there. All right. That I thought the only game in town was Brazil. The women in Colombia are beautiful. I'll talk about that in a little bit. That's going to be another video. The difference, more distinct differences between Colombia and Brazil. All right. But anyway, and so with that said, there was like, oh man, Thailand, brothers, go to Thailand. Brothers, even other parts of Africa, right? So brothers start to slowly leave. Then more brothers start to leave. More brothers start to leave. The reason why the black women did not understand what was going on, because the dudes that were leaving were dudes that they never cared about or cared for in their lives. It was the good dudes with jobs, the good dudes that got into that crypto when it was hitting. It was the good dudes that were retiring. It was the good dudes that wasn't on all kind of drugs, right? It was the good dudes that had their child support paid up, that had it or that didn't have children at all. But it was all those dudes that were leaving. The very dudes that the black woman didn't like, because you can't control those dudes, right? But the more we started talking in our groups, the more words start getting around. And the reason why concerns start coming up with black women, because the dudes that was cutting for this kind of foolishness that you see in the picture, the dude that liked only women only if they were shaking their behinds in front of their face, the dudes that like to make it rain in the strip club, those dudes decided to leave too. Because they say, if I'm gonna make it rain, it's going to be on more feminine women than what we getting in these clubs. All right. They've gotten so, it's gotten so bad that the thugs and the simps start leaving. Now, the simps are getting taken for a ride more so in like Colombia and stuff like that, simply because they go down there simping and making it rain. Right? They go down there with a great deal of disrespect, and they don't play that. So just why the same reason the B Dub is not going to get a man in numbers in these places, they can't do what we do. The simp is also getting their wake up call in these places. You can't be a simp and make it rain down in these places, because these places need that money. And if you are that irresponsible with money, they're just going to take it from you. Period. It's a difference when a lot of people in Colombia believe that I do well financially. They believe that. But I'm not at risk because I'm not running out at clubs making it rain. You see what I mean? And I share what I have to the point where I got friends that share back with me. Y'all know, like I told you what I paid when I went down there to get my hair braided, right? And guess what? They don't want me to give them anything anymore, because we lunch together all the time. Me, the whole group of you. Some of y'all, when y'all go to Colombia, all right, when y'all go to Colombia, and if you go through the front entrance of the clock tower, all right, ask about me. Those are all my friends. All right. And I mean serious friends. Ask about me. Right. But they became my friends because I went down there sharing first. I understood that that my money went further. So it was nothing for me to get a pizza and we all sit down and eat and laugh. And I learned their history, this, that, and the other, learn how closely their history related to ours. But here's the thing. A couple of them started liking me. I mean, seriously. And those of you who are on my Facebook, I put up a picture of the woman, a woman I met in Colombia. And the only people that could see it are people that I have friended on Facebook. All right. And so basically, if you're not a friend on Facebook, you won't be able to see it. But y'all see she's fine, right? Well, I was introduced to her. And so that's how they do it. That you start being introduced to people or to daughters, right? Because they know you handle money well, because you ain't making it rain, right? They know that you're generous, but not foolish. You see what I mean? All right, so that's the difference. And so that's why the simps are being hurt. People are like, oh man, the thugs are going to mess things up. Nope, the thugs are going to get messed up. See, when they travel, with all the people that's caused the mess in the United States travel outside the United States, they're going to get done in. The B-dub, when she travels, she's going to be alone. All right, because she's going to travel to a place where men, the Afro men, are going to get away from her. Because we understand something. We understand that they didn't want us. They never wanted us. They wanted to control us. They wanted to rule over us. They wanted us to be their slave. And y'all, just in case y'all think I'm BSing, oh, hell to the no, I ain't BSing.
With the world today.
The world? All of it? Oh, I'm interested.
Is that a lot of y'all men were never taught.
Hold on. Now, understand this. Even though this white dude is making commentary that's hilarious, right? She's talking specifically about the Afro man, about what we weren't taught. But understand what she said, what she says, we weren't taught.
Oh, I'm interested.
Is that a lot of y'all men were never taught what a real man is and what a real man does.
What a real man is and what a real man does. Now, I'm going to let his commentary do a lot of this, but keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. She is specifically talking to and about Afro men.
Do we not? Oh, sorry about that. Well, I'm excited to hear what a real man is. Hopefully from a real woman. Continue.
A real man works 7 days a week.
Seems excessive, but okay. 7 days.
Comes home to his stay-at-home wife.
Okay, well, I hope she's got company.
Cooks her a hot meal.
Of course, she needs to eat, doesn't she?
Does the laundry.
That's fair. Can't have you smelling now, can we?
Make sure her nails and toes and her hair is done.
Working 7 days a week won't stop this man from becoming a beauty therapist as well.
Serves her.
I'm going to stop right there. There you have it. Serves her, worships her, and she does absolutely not a damn thing. She feels entitled. I'm going to break this down. She feels entitled. Oh, okay. She feels entitled to everything while giving nothing, not a damn thing.
What with, a restraining order?
Does the dishes.
Anyone else start getting the feeling she's taking the piss?
Make sure the kids are put away to sleep.
Keep them away from your lazy ass, more like.
Gets up in the morning, get them ready for school.
Then hop on a plane to get away from that woman as far away as you possibly can.
And do it all over again. That's the real man.
Now, she got so many likes. She got so many hallelujahs. She got all of this. Now, let me tell you what's going on here. These women here that's shaking it up, shaking their behinds, showing what they working with, right? They're the ones that trained their daughters to think like that. They're the ones that trained these simps to think that that's what the relationships is all about. What's up, SE Made? All right. They're the ones that did all of that. But at the end of the day, this was some foul. This is what the majority of Black women think that Black men are. Remember, I said the BW deified themselves and dehumanized good Afro men to a point that we are at an impasse. They have destroyed that bridge, and we would be fools to make a new one to go back to this kind of mess. All right, they need to stay in the home with their dog, and hopefully the new generation of women growing up sees that this not only are they not going to get a man acting like these women or having this belief set, not only are they not going to get one, they're not going to have no children for one, and these dudes are going to keep exiting the United States. All right. When Kanye was talking about the slavery, the mentality that it was a choice, he wasn't talking about the actual attack where people were kidnapped. He was talking about when you get there and you see your numbers, why is it that you can't overcome that one man in the White House? And the reason why you can't overcome that one man in the White House, because he got an equal number of you that want to rebel, that he has on his payroll, that he's giving them crumbs. And yes, they will take crumbs and his level of treachery to be like him over being free and controlling their own destiny. And the sad part is you don't know who the traitors are, who the people are that's selling you out, who the people are that's helping to keep you in bondage, because everyone looks like you. Or the Caucasian slave master has enough who look like you, where he knows who they are, but you don't. I do not trust any Democrat, Black person. I don't. And I don't for this reason. Under Clinton, I would trust you. And I would be like, yeah, I understand. I would vote for Clinton. All right. Good politician. Not the most moral good dude, but he was a good politician. He did that politics thing. All right. But here's the thing. With Biden in office and his history, and the fact that the Black people who are still fighting on his behalf, talking about, well, Orange Man bad, they cannot be trusted, because that means that research is not why they do anything. Searching for truth is not why they do anything. So I don't trust none of them right now. I don't trust them. I really don't trust them. And I won't trust them because this is something, given the 50-year history of this dude, and as it was happening, I was like, really? Y'all are willing to forget all the mess this man has done, and you will bring up, I was like, y'all are that gullible that the media can control your mind that bad, where you will turn against your own, who's done nothing but try to help you, and you will help them to destroy the man that's trying to help you. This is why slavery was a choice. Getting put in bondage was not a choice. It was kidnapping. Matter of fact, we'll go and say it was a crime by the white people, the African people, and even the kidnapping that happened of Afro people from these that were already here in the United States. All right, that was a crime. But what's sad is, as we outnumbered the slave master, he was able to keep everybody in check because no one knew who the spies were. And the spies made a conscious decision to help Master keep the rest of the Afro people enslaved, to put him on notice when somebody was trying to escape. Because while he didn't understand all the hymns and stuff like that, these people did. They understood what stuff meant. Yes. Yes. And he was corrupt. They got him out of jail. They got him out of jail. And he came out of prison. I want you to understand the mentality of people in the world that lean to the left. Because Lula is far left. Bolsonaro was like Trump. He wasn't right. He wasn't left. Bolsonaro he was the like chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff for the military, right? The media and everybody wanted Lula to win because he's corrupt. He was in prison. Him, Delma Hushjeff, all right, all of them. Those were the Democrats in Brazil, and they were all arrested and put in under the Petrobras scheme, right? But when you got the media and when you got the oligarchs, wherever they're living, like the Soros and stuff like that, funding you, all right, they control the people that don't want to think, all right, they're easily controlled. All right, they are easily controlled. All right, let me say this real quick. All right, so I'm about to head to Brazil. All right, taking a lot of stuff. Taking the base. Hold on. Oh. All right, one moment. All right, so taking my base, and donating it. All right, so I'm taking this, donating it to the NGO. And I got stuff going on in Brazil, and I have stuff also going on in Colombia. So in Colombia, I've made inroads too, and like some of y'all seen, whoever's seen the picture of the twins. Remember the lady that was trying to get that's trying to set me up with one of her twin daughters? All right, so the people of that restaurant. So I'm gonna hang out with their dad when I go back down there, and we're going to go to another soccer team. All right, so kind of got inroads in both places, right? I'm taking my Optimus Prime. Whoever saw that on my TikTok, and let's see. And so I am also taking another keyboard down there, but I'm not going to donate that. All right, so basically, this is what this channel does. And the reason why we do that is that when you go down to these places, right, if you are with me, if you're a part of my channel that help All right. So Mina's going to meet you, this, that, and the other. And they will know that, yeah, we out there, we looking for a woman too. But we think life is more than just women, right? We're out there looking because we want to help other communities that's going through what we are going through, especially because they're melanated ones. All right. And so basically, my PayPal me and my Cash App is in the description box for those who want to donate to this channel. But remember, understand this, people, because I mean this for real. If you don't have it, don't donate it. You don't donate out of sacrifice, you donate out of an abundance, right? So you always take care of yourself and family first. All right. So if you new guys, oh, don't forget to get the thumbs up. Don't forget to get the thumbs up and hit them thumbs up, because a lot of people come and they forget. All right. Just it's real free right down there to your right. All right. So with that said, so this is what we do. And the reason why we build these relationships, because these are real communities. They have real me and Selmina, we're probably going to talk about this when we get down there, because we don't know how crooked things are going to be. The NGO, the reason why it's hard to do things there, because the government is, a lot of government wheels are crooked, and the crooked people keep being elected by the regular people. So you can't, it's hard to do something when the people are putting the people that in office that's doing the most damage to them. But these people are, instead of looking at what these people have done in the past, they're looking to do what the media tells them to do, like in the United States. Now, the people who probably aren't voting are probably the people are going to be the people in the favelas and stuff like that, because they're too busy trying to survive the police and stuff. And they don't know things are about to get a little worse. Right? And so it is what it is. Right? So we shall see. We shall see. All right. And so basically, I told you that these women were seeking for us to be their slaves, and they wanted us to worship them. The fact that that woman got all those things on her, I mean, she got a lot of people like, yes, yes, yes. You know how they do.
I'm rolling on TikTok.
I didn't know white men. Today,
The world, all of it. Oh, I'm interested.
I didn't know white men.
A lot of y'all men.
All right, it's really that bad. All right. And so they're out having these pool party with drinks and stuff, taking pictures. All right. And then they want to get mad when dudes come back from Brazil, Colombia, um, uh, Thailand, the Philippines. And they're saying to themselves, wait a minute, they look way better than this. And then your only comeback, well, we're melanated. But see, they didn't think about that when they went and got with the Caucasian man. You see what I mean? And so, that's basically it. And let me see what Kendrick wrote. It is in Brazil. It is, the thing is, voting is compulsory. You have to vote, or you have to go down and say you're not going to vote, but you have to show up. All right. And so, and you got to see what Lula does Because, like I said, when some of them people get elected, it's due to the condition of the people. And remember, understand this: during the plan Emic, Bolsonaro did not shut down Brazil. Hey, y'all hear what I'm saying? The Supreme Court wanted to take all the people's rights from them, but Bolsonaro did not allow that to happen. Remember, I was giving y'all pictures. I was living in Brazil at that time, and it wasn't completely shut down. People had freedom. This is freedom they will not have when they launch the next thing. Understand this. And when they launch the next thing, because Lula is their puppet, I can't say this, but the people elected him. The people picked him. The people were in the streets for him. All right. And so, hey, it is what it is. It is one of those pick your poison. All right. And so, and here's the thing. Brazil has the same female problem when it comes to the balance of power. Women always outnumber the men. But remember, the B-dub have been going down to Brazil and has been effing with the minds of those women down there to the point where they're getting more like the women here in the US. The only difference is that mess get checked right outside the favelas, because the favelas have no political party. Understand that. All right. And so because there are so many favelas, they're kind of in check. But let me say this, but a lot of these women will vote not the interests of the country, not the interests of the community, but they will vote their feelings there too. Yes, yes. Yes. All right. And so basically, so either way, now people are looking to the United States, and understand this, brothers. People are looking to us here in the US, right? And they see that brothers ain't playing. And so one of the things that might check some of this mess that's going on is the fact that a lot of men will check out if they can't prosper. All right, period. All right, period. And so when it comes to choosing a woman, we know we have to look outside the United States. There are still there, and I believe that nothing is absolute, but there may be good ones here, but it's not really worth the trouble to try to look through all the bad ones to get to the good one. All right, and unless she seeks you out here in the U.S. and is about something and is going to do things exactly your way, which I seem to doubt, then it's best to jet and go elsewhere. All right. And go places where the Western ideology of living can be checked by somethings or someone. All right. And so now South Africa is trying to make a play for Afro men, but I really don't know. Now, I will say this. I've always said Uganda and Zimbabwe. Uganda and Zimbabwe. They've always stood up to the U.S. Way of living. All right. And so that's basically it. All right. So here we go. Let me put this up here real quick. Hold on. All right. So at the beginning, I put the link in. Oh, a lot of women from Venezuela is in Colombia. They're everywhere now. A lot of Venezuelan women are everywhere now. Remember that one girl before the pandemic, she was from Venezuela. I thought she was Colombia, but she was from Venezuela. All right. So yeah, the Venezuelan women are popping up everywhere. Okay. Because there's a lot going on because of the left-leaning it's really whoo. All right. And so basically, right. And that's the other issue. A lot of these women, all right, they think a real woman is supposed to be worshipped by real men. And by real men, they mean slaves that worship them, which would not make those men men then. That would make them slaves that worship a false god. All right. And so that's basically it, right? So right now, all right. So right now, so even on Facebook, I'm looking at getting out of certain groups like that Passport Brothers group. I didn't even send a message to them that I was on live. All right. Because they're infiltrated by a bunch of simps and stuff. Like I said, the Caucasians have a bunch of so-called black people that will go against the community because of that female hive mind that even a lot of these dudes have. Yeah, pretty much. The states, and let me break this down too. The states that are the most liberal with abortion happen to be the states that have the most Afro women, black women in it. All right. And the states that are really clamping down on abortion are the states where mainly the white women, less black women live. I want y'all to pay attention to that. Conservative states are clamping down, all right, because they don't want their women eliminating their race. Liberal states, also run by the same Jays, or as they say, small hats, that put them in power, they're making sure that abortion is also always going to be a thing. All right. So y'all better peep this game. All right. Y'all better peep this game. It is just right. And so, like I said, it's like my ex when she would cause the problems that would make me like angry, and I was like, I just can't live here. right? And she would block the door she would block the front door to keep me from leaving. And even would struggle with me when I wanted to leave. And I stayed gone a lot. I was not, man, and it's not worth being in something where you're just not physically happy. I was not happy at all. Okay. I mean, I really wasn't happy. Hold on. Y'all know what I wasn't? I was like this dude here.
Didn't age well.
Constantly like a child in my
People
own
in
house.
love, they yell at each other all the time.
Oh, that's
They
true.
don't have
Ask him.
nothing
He's
to
been
do.
married for how long?
Over 20-something years.
Over 27
Look at him though,
years.
he look mad. You don't look happy, brother. You don't look happy.
He's very happy.
Min Chow, a former TV show bailiff and current Harris County deputy charged with his wife's murder, now ordered not to attend her funeral. Renard Spivey appeared before a judge today. He's facing very specific rules for his bond. David Gonzalez explains.
Bruh wasn't happy. Yeah, he wasn't happy. And she probably tried to block the door. Like, you can't leave because you my slave. So stuff happened. But a lot of times when things are getting bad, it's them that block the happiness of men. So we're like, F it. All right, yeah. And so basically, all right, that's where we are. That's where we are. All right. So, okay, my Cash App and PayPal me is in the description box. Don't forget the thumbs up. Please thumbs up. To the new people, if you haven't subscribed, thou shalt be wise and set a king of if you haven't subscribed. And with that said, y'all, I'm about to bust a move. All right. I'm about to bust a move. I got more packing to do. And let's see. Yeah, I got more packing to do. And I'm going to run and grab me something to eat. And I'm going to literally run to do it. All right. And so with that said, y'all, thank you all for stopping by. And I think I'm going to switch these to like 7 o'clock on Sunday. 7 o'clock on Sunday. And y'all, there is an assault on Afro manhood. And we got to understand that these people are serious about getting many of our people to sell us out royally. And if we're not careful, if we are not careful, we won't exist. All right. So with that said, I'm out. Peace, love, and soul, everybody.